Swave Holdings is actually leading the way and in the very forefront of the use of social media in the application of all sorts of things. Introducing our incredibly talented and very informed Layla Henderson. Layla, you've become a bit of a coach to us. I want you to imagine you're selling your property. Speak to me about what you would do, like realestate.com, like what would be the mix?
First thing I would do would be I would put it up on realestate.com.au. And
what about domain? Domain.com?
I might put it up on domain. I think domain is not quite as strong, but I'm certainly, why not? Yes,
so realestate.com?
And possibly put it up. There's a prestige section there. I'd probably put it up in there as well. And I would then blast it out to my Facebook peeps. Yeah. But I would also tell them things about it and perhaps keep the story going a little bit about things that are happening with the house and how an open might have gone. And I'd actually
okay, so like a tweet type thing.
Yeah, and talk about how the opens went and any weird people that left their remarks behind.
Right, so you really open up.
Yes, talk about it, yeah. And the whole process is interesting to people, definitely. And people are frustrated by having to spend a huge amount to sell a home. Obviously, they want to minimize that. But at the same time, you have to communicate that you're giving value. So that's, from the agent's point of view, people wouldn't mind spending the money if they felt they were getting the value. And that's the trick, isn't it?
So how much in the paper would you go?
How much in the paper?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go in the paper at all.
Not at all?
I wouldn't go in the paper at all, no.
And you're an ex-paper person?
Yeah. Why would I go in the paper? Everybody looks in realestate.com. I would have to be convinced that it was a good idea to go in the paper, because I believe that the paper is not presenting the properties in the way that I want to view them. I don't want to view a little tiny picture with some copy up.
You want to watch the video.
I want to watch the video. I want to see the pictures. I want to go through as many pictures as possible. And I want to do it at my own leisure. Now, it's one thing, it's great to have the paper and to be able to flick through it on a Saturday morning when you're having your coffee, but as a way to find properties, it's not an efficient way to find properties.
Just for a lot of people out there at different generations that may not be involved in social media, have Facebook, Twitter,
true.
All these things. How does your product, does it still work for them? And, because they might be watching this and think, oh, well, we're not interested in social media. We have anything to do with that. That's not going to work for me. Does it still work for them, even if they don't have their own network?
Well, it's working because it's also, and remember, we've made that difference between online media and social media. It's on online media too. They don't have to be in social media for the story to go viral, because TOOP+TOOP will be working for them for a start. We would be working to make sure that the story got out there, and as soon as there's a glimmer of interest, we'd be talking about it. And it's, I found real estate extremely interesting, so I don't think there's any problem finding interesting things to say about it.
What are the two things that you would definitely do, without any doubt, when selling your property?
When selling my property, I would put my property on the most popular real estate portal of all, whatever it was.
Okay.
And I would put out a press release about it with a really warm story that people are going to want to share in social media.